All right. So earlier we have seen pay replacement technique of first in, first out, and optimal. Let me tell you again that FIFO may suffer from Bellardi's anomaly. Optimal replacement does not suffer from Bellardi's anomaly. You can prove that later by taking the same reference string which I had proved for FIFO. Okay, as an exercise we can do. See, now the question is, before I proceed with the third algorithm, I would like to tell you that optimal replacement, even though, is going to generate the least page fault rate, minimum page fault rate, but the drawback of optimal replacement is that, let me write it here. Optimal replacement, optimal, you should make a note of this please, a very important point. Optimal replacement cannot be implemented practically. Why? Because we cannot look into the future references. When I'm referring page number 0 now, in future which pages will occur, we don't know. Now this is just like the shortest job first CPU scheduling technique. Shortest job first is non-implementable. Like that, optimal replacement is also not implementable. Then why do we have optimal? It is used only for theoretical analysis. To find out which algorithm performance is closer to optimal, we use optimal just like SJF. Okay, so it is not practically implementable. Then why we can implement a variation of optimal, opposite of optimal, which is based on the philosophy of looking into the past rather than looking into the future. What does optimal say? Look into the reference string to find out which page has not been referred for longest duration of time in the future. Just 180-degree shift if you make. Look at the page which has not been referred for the longest duration of time in the past, future, past. If I change from future to past, then the resultant algorithm is called LRU. What does it stands for? Least recently used. So least recently used works opposite to optimal. Least recently used means look at the page which has not been used for the longest duration of time in the past. Optimal was future, this is past, so that's why LRU is optimal, opposite to optimal. So let's work out now using LRU. So this is the third algorithm which I am going to discuss, least recently used. Okay, so I'm rubbing off so that I can make a trace for LRU. So let me write it again, LRU. So what does it say? Least recently used. So how does it work? Ready? So let's proceed. Let's see how it works. So I will take 3 frames. I will work out for 3 frames so that you can make it for 4 and practice. Ready? Good. So let's say these are the 3 frames. Okay, so ready, let's start. Please learn, everybody. So initially what is going to happen? 7 0 1, 3 page faults. So therefore, like earlier occasion, we'll bring 7 0 1 without any replacement. Got it? Now be attentive. We are referring 2 is not present, so we'll cause a fault. So decide among 107 who are present in the memory which is least recently used. Okay, so if you want, I will write definition for you. Page, I'm writing in short, not referred for longest duration of time in past history. So now before 2, which page have we referred? 1 is most recently used, then before that 0, before that 7. So 7 is least recently used. So in place of 7 we bring 2. Again I repeat, pay attention. 2 is causing fault. So before 2 we referred 1 most recently. Before that longest duration of time in the past 7. Got it? Next 0 is present, no page fault. Next 3 will cause a fault. So decide among 2 0 1 who is the victim. So 0 2 1 is at the end. So 1 3 0 2. I hope you are understanding. You will be able to work out. Come on, you make a guess next. Next 0 will not cause, 0 is present. Who will be referred? 4 will cause a fault. So who is the victim? Look into the history. 0, 3, 2 are present. So 0, 3, 0, 2 is at the end. So in place of 2, we'll load 4. Then 0, 3 present in memory as usual. Next, 2 will cause a fault. So who is going to be the victim? 4, 0, 3. 3 is at the end. So in place of 3, 2. Okay. Next, 3 will cause a fault. 3 is not present. So then who is the victim? Sorry, this line is coming up. Okay. Right. So 2 has been brought in. Then after that we refer 3. 3 will cause a fault. Who is the victim? 2, 4, 0, 0. 2, 4, 0. So in place of 0, I will bring 3, 4, 2. Next, 0 will cause a fault. Victim 3, 2, 4. 4 is at the end. So 4, 0, 3, 2. Next, both 3 and 2 are present, no paid fault. Next, we refer 1 will cause a fault. So victim is what? 2, 3, 0. So 2, 3, 0 is at the end. So in place of 0, I will bring 1, 3, 2. Okay. Next, 2 is present in memory, no paid fault. 0 will cause a fault. So therefore, who is the victim? So we see 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 is at the end. So in place of 3, I will bring 0, then 1, then 2. Got it? Okay. Next, 1 will not cause, 7 will cause a fault. So then who is the victim? 1, 0, 2. So 2 is at the end. So 7. Next, 0, 1 as it is. Then what is going to happen? 0, 1 both are present, no paid faults. So with 3 frames, how many paid faults? Number of paid faults count the number of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 paid faults. 12 paid faults. So as a matter of practice, I want everybody to please make a trace using 4 frames and understand this. This is optimal, least recently used, opposite to optimal. Okay. So like least recently used, we can also have a technique opposite, symmetrically opposite to this. That is called most recently used. What is it called? Most recently used. That means replace that page which has been referred just now. What I will do is I will just show a partial execution of this with regard to most recently used so that you can have an idea, and based on that you can continue and complete MRU also. Okay, right, we'll work out. I will make a small trace with MRU. Okay, most recently used MRU. So what is this? MRU. So what is going to happen? The page which has been referred just now, most recently, right, that is going to be victimized. I will just show partially, remember, and you are going to complete it. So what happens is 7, 0, 1, 3 paid faults as usual. So I load 7, load 0, load 1, 3 paid faults. Look at this. Next, 2 will cause a fault because 2 is not present. So who is going to be victimized? Just before 2, which page have we referred? We have referred page 1. So page 1 is going to be victim to bring 2. Got it? Most recently used. Next, 0, no paid fault. 0 is present. Next, who is going to victimize? 3. So before 3, 3 is not present, paid fault. So who is the victim? Before 3, who has been referred? 0, most recently used. So in place of 0, 3, 7, 2, most recently. Then again, I'll do one more. 0, paid fault. The 0 is not present. So who is victim? From before 0, we have referred 3. So 3 is victim. So 0, 7, 7, 2 as it is. Next, what is going to happen? Who is going to be referred? 4. Do we have 4? No, paid fault. So who is the victim? I am sure you can tell me. Yes, 0. 0 in place of 0, 4. I hope you got it now, and I'm sure you can continue with the remaining one and complete MRU. Now quickly I will tell you one more as an assignment for you to work out, because that is also very simple and I'm sure everybody can work out for that. Everybody should do. The last class of algorithms are called least frequently used, and most frequently used. This is called LFU. and this is called MFU. Frequency. This is recency, is frequency. Frequency means count of occurrence. I'm just explaining. You should be able to work out count of occurrence. I'll just explain partially so that you can understand how this works. Okay. Say for example, I have some reference string. I'll take the reference string like earlier occasion 701 203 04 23 and so on. So how do LFU and MFU work? I will just show partially so that you can understand and then continue to work out. 3 frames I am taking. So like earlier occasion, I will start for both LFU and MFU. So I refer 7 1 page fault, bring 7. Refer 0 1 page fault, bring 0. Refer 1 1 page fault, bring 1. Okay. Now these pages have been referred how many times? 1 time. 1 1 1. This is the counter. What is this? This is the counter. Count how many times it has been referred while it is in memory. Next, what is going to happen? We refer 2. 2 is going to cause a fault because 2 is not present. So among these 3, who is going to select as victim? So with least frequently, say the page which is having the least frequency, least count, all 3 have same count. So you can select any of them, maybe FIFO. I will select 1. Most frequently, the page which is having the highest count all are again same. So you can select any, maybe I select 7. So in place of 7, I am going to bring whom? 2. So I will bring 2. And count of 2 will also be 1. Next, what happens after that? 0 is referred. 0, no page fault because 0 is present, but its counter will change to 2. Why? It was already 1, now second time it is referred while in memory. So count becomes. Next we refer 3 will cause a fault. Least frequently used. So now the frequency least value is 1 1. So this is page 2, page 1. So any one of them you can select. Maybe I can select 0. Least frequently. If I go for most frequently, I would have selected this. Why? Highest frequency. That is called least frequently used, most frequently used. I hope you might have understood. So I want everybody to make a trace as an assignment using LFU and MFU, both can calculate the number of page faults. So these are the different page replacement techniques. Okay, page replacement techniques or page replacement algorithms. So definitely 1 mark or 10 mark question you can expect on this. So we discussed, I will tell you, FIFO, first in first out, then followed by optimal, okay, followed by LRU, then I have explained to you MRU, and then we discussed, I have explained to you just now what is LFU and what is MFU. So among all these, some of these you even have to implement them in the programming lab. Okay, write C program or C++ or Java program for these replacement techniques. You have to do it in the lab. FIFO, LRU, optimal. So among these, I would like to tell you please that primarily these are important replacement technique. FIFO, LRU, optimal. These 3 you have to implement in the lab. That's why I have explained to you in detail. Others I have just explained partially so that you can continue and work out. So in the exam, both lab and theory, these 3 are very, very important. So I advise you that you watch the videos very seriously, very sincerely, and make sure that you follow these problems so that you can work out a question in the exam. I hope you are going to do that. Okay, so continuously watch the videos multiple times till you gain an understanding. That is the advantage of these video lectures which I am regarding. Otherwise in softwares like Zoom and other thing, you will have only one time watching, and if you miss that is lost. So here you have opportunity to watch it multiple times. So that's the advantage of this. That's why I am doing on this. So please utilize the beauty of this and try to justify it. Okay, all right. So next we will start with another topic.